Hi guys, it's Jamila here from Slap. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the brand new Pat McGrath Labs Under Eye Blurring Powder in the shade Peach. What a mouthful, but I'm very excited to try it. I've been looking for a new powder, an under eye powder. I love the Hourglass translucent powder, but instead of repurchasing that, which I love very much, I decided to try something new, and in came Pat with this new shade Peach. I've used the shade Deep, I've used the shade Yellow. The yellow was my favourite of the two, but it also felt a bit pale in some parts. So I was looking for something that would marry those two, kind of the rich undertone, but with the brightening effect. So hopefully this is it. We shall see. I'm excited to try it. It's my first time for a while doing an actual review of something new, so I'm a bit rusty. So rusty that I put on my concealer and realised that I didn't film the packaging, so everything's a bit topsy-turvy. My face looks a bit strange, so please forgive me. But hopefully you guys like this video. So I'm just going to get into it, but if you haven't subscribed already, guys, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the Slap family. And without further ado, guys, here is the video. So guys, today I'm going to be trying out the brand new Pat McGrath Labs Under Eye Blurring Powder in Peach. I've also got the spray as well, which I'm going to be doing in a separate video. The spray, I'm going to do lots of different takes because I want to see what it looks like on top of powder. I want to see what it looks like just on top of foundation or concealer on its own, how it wears, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to do lots of different tests with that. So that will be that. I will also get the Charlotte Tilbury as well, because I know some of you were also intrigued by that, and perhaps a side-by-side, we shall see. But today it is all about the blurring powder, under eye blurring powder in the shade Peach. I shouldn't show you. So I'm just going to get into it, guys. I'm excited to try this. I've been looking for a new powder. My last one of these broke. It fell. The yellow, sad times. The brown one I don't really use. I can't remember the shade. Just wasn't quite the right undertone, but I liked the blur. So I'm back for the blur. Let's hope this one lives up to my expectations. I'm just going to get into it. Those are the swatches on. My favourite under eye powder is the Hourglass translucent powder in Deep Dark. I think that's the name. It's the deepest one they have in the translucent one, and the Veil translucent Deep Dark, I think it is, but that one's finished. That is the one I use like every day, to the point that I literally finished it, and I love it very much. So I'm trying to find something that's as good in a pressed powder form, and that's the mission of the day. Looking at the Pat McGrath one, the Peach, it's actually much browner than Peach, the word Peach kind of suggests, which is good. It's probably the most translucent on my skin tone, so it's probably the one that looks more like my skin, blends in the best, just looks more undetectable than anything else. The closest thing I would say is the Hourglass pressed in this package here. I think that's probably the closest one. It also has the same blurring effect as well. The Hourglass one feels a bit more light reflective in the sense that it has more of a a glittery particle in it, whereas the Pat one feels more natural looking in the sense that it doesn't feel like it has glitter added to it, whereas the Hourglass one feels a bit more sparkly in that sense, and which it is actually. It looks a little bit sparkly on the skin, but in a kind of natural way, weirdly, but not really. The Laura Mercier, actually, it was a lot brighter than I remember it being, the Deep Dark Laura Mercier. It's actually quite nice, I forgot. It just doesn't do that much under my eyes, but it is really nice as a kind of blurring powder, and it looks like my skin. The Hourglass Translucent is just so bright white, so I know now why I don't use that, but they have already released a deep dark version, which is the one I use and love very much. The Charlotte Tilbury number 3 dark is now number 3 tan. There is a shade after that, which I've never tried, but I just have the old original version. It's not my favorite one, so I didn't really feel the need to repurchase the richer one. But the Charlotte Tilbury brightening one, which is this one, I use under my eyes because it just brightens. It's a bit yellow, and sometimes it looks a bit too like garish depending on which concealers I'm using, but with the Pat McGrath deeper concealer in MD25, it balanced it really well, because the Pat McGrath one was like my skin tone with a tan, and this kind of just reflected and kind of bounced off that quite well. So I do like this, especially to just brighten things when it needs brightening, because it's really quite yellow, but it has like that airbrush finish as well. So really pleased with all of those swatches. Actually, I'm glad I did that because it just helps me kind of figure out where things are in my mind. The Pat one definitely looks like the smoothest, the most natural, just the most kind of undetectable on my skin. So I'm really pleased with the look of it. I'm going to try it on, and then I'm going to come back and give you my review. Hey guys, as my concealer I have on the Pat McGrath MD25. It's the last of this. It's just about finishing, which is so random and sad, and it's a bit rich actually, so it's kind of fine that it's finishing at this time as it's going into winter and my skin tone is going to get lighter. So this is the peach shade. I really like the look of it. So guys, that is it on. I was a bit scared to get this shade. I was actually going to go for the darker one, the amber, but I'm glad I picked this one because I think any richer would have been too rich. It definitely does feel super silky on, very lightweight. It glides on effortlessly. I do really like it already. I think because my concealer is a bit rich, it's not brightening in the same way. At the moment, I use my Charlotte Tilbury brightening powder, and that does just brighten under my eyes a bit more. This feels really smooth. It looks really silky on. It's quite hard to see because my eyes are so dark, so I'm just going to do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back and do some more powder and we'll see how it looks. But it looks very smooth. It feels very nice on. It feels like I've just put silk on my face, which is fantastic. So I'm just going to finish my face because I'm like half done, and then I will be back to finish up. So I'm back. I've done most of my face now. It's looking much more cohesive, I guess. So next up, I'm just going to pop a bit more of this on. I do really like this actually. Even when I was putting a bit of cream on, in places where like obviously the powder had like flecked on, it just felt very silky, very smooth. I don't know if it's brightening enough, but I think once I have a lighter concealer, then it will brighten up a little bit. I'm out of breath. Okay, and then I'll obviously just like blend in my face a bit. So that is it on. That is the new blurring powder in Peach from Pat McGrath. I do think it's really nice. I don't know if it brightens up my face enough, but I do think it does a good job of blurring it and smoothing out my skin. It feels very nice on. I think that's my favourite thing about it so far. I am going to do a little bit of a wear test. So guys, this is it. The lights, not bad. Still looking very blurred, feeling a bit more sheeny and shiny, but still looking very blurred and smooth, but very hot and warm and sweaty. Okay guys, so I'm about to wash my face. I totally forgot I was supposed to be doing a wear test. So, oops. So I'm about to wash my face. It's been 8 hours, which isn't bad. The lighting's not great. It's been 8 hours. And this is what I look like. This is natural light. Let me turn off this lamp. This is natural light. I'm looking a bit worse for wear. Very worse for wear. But not bad, not bad. Very smooth. Still my eyebrows. I'm trying a new eyebrow gel. Very weird. Eyebrows looking a bit ropey. But apart from that, I think this is okay actually. Not bad. Still blurry. My under eyes look a bit ropey, but still blurred where I blurred. Need some lip balm. So yes, not bad. Not bad. 8 hours this is. Just over 8 hours. I think that's not too bad. For a full day's makeup, no touch-ups, etc. Could be worse. Could be worse. So I'm happy with this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. What do you think? The eyebrows. Not bad. I really like this. I think it's really nice. I think it's not necessarily the most brightening for me. I've just had to put a little bit of brightening powder around it as well. So I think once I have a concealer that's a bit lighter, or if I just top it up with my brightening powder, it will brighten in the places that I need a little bit more light. But I think in terms of blurring, it's absolutely fantastic. And it's something I will be using under my eyes and just around my cheeks, because I think it's done a really nice job of blurring my skin and just making me look much more smooth and blurred, which is kind of what it's supposed to do. So happy about that. Feeling very blurred, but not bright. So yeah, really like this. I do like the fact that even though when I swatched it, it looked like it had a bit of a kind of white undertone, it really doesn't show up on the skin. It just reflects the light, which is perfect. So if you're a bit concerned by that kind of fleck in the powder, I wouldn't worry, because it just kind of reflects the light. So yeah, I do really like this. I think it's nice and smooth. I feel silky smooth, which is fantastic. Anyway guys, that is it. That is my finished look. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Will you be buying it? Will you be trying it? Let me know. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you haven't subscribed already guys, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the Slap family. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.